All right. So yeah, I mean, it's been a while. I think I missed 1 week because of some last week I was busy, but uh and busy relaxing, I guess, after the WWW deadline. But yeah, I think it's been 2 weeks. So last Tuesday was the WWW deadline, and we submitted 4 papers there. Um, so I mean, 3 of them were first time submissions. One of them is a resubmission. So the Facebook data donation paper with Joao was a resubmission. I mean, we had aimed for like really, so it was got rejected, like outright rejected ICWSM without even a R&R. So that's very bad. Like only I don't know, 20% of the papers get rejected like that. But maybe not actually. But anyway, so yeah, so that was the ICWSM rejection, and we had a lot of time, and we wanted to do a lot more. So basically, the idea there was, so we have this Facebook data donation. We collected lots of data, like 300 million posts and from Facebook. These are along with the demographics of the people who saw those posts, and we were trying to do some analysis of how much politics people are seeing, things like that. And we wanted to dig more deeper into things like. What politics are they seeing, things like political leaning, and then understand that by age and gender and things like that. But unfortunately, Joao's internship ended, and so he got busy, and so yeah, it didn't really happen. And we had a lot of issues running like Llama on our cluster here. So anyway, so it was not as smooth as I expected, but we submitted. So fingers crossed and touch wood, like it hopefully works. So that's one paper. Uh, and then there were 3 other papers. So one is, maybe I'll give a very short introduction to all of these. One is a paper on internet bans. This is a very interesting and like a paper that I've been really looking forward to for a long while, mainly because it's a collaboration between a political scientist, an economist, and me. Like, and this is the first time I'm working with this sort of people, like especially as a faculty. So and it's really really interesting to see the kinds of their thought process into how these things work and things like that. So it was a very good collaboration. Unfortunately, so the paper was about whether, so it's about internet bans in India and whether we can change people's perceptions of internet bans just by them experiencing internet ban themselves. But I mean the main results we had are all negative. Like so, it's very, very, very hard to change people's beliefs. But I think we had other complementing results that showed that people's happiness and well-being, self-satisfaction, like they really, really were impacted, even with just a 2-day internet. If we cut off internet for 2 days. So there are some. You're trying to sell like a negative result. I doubt if it will go through WWW, honestly. But I mean, if it doesn't go through WWW, I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, I don't know. The paper will just die. Like I mean, all of us don't have any other venue to think about for that paper. And so that's one. The other one is with Amin and his PhD student Amin Rahimian from Pitt. Like he and I have a NSF project together, and we were, we the proposal there is to look at networks and simulate like some sort of spread of information on networks, things like that. So the project tries to reconstruct cascades from the WhatsApp data that we collected and try to estimate like how widely spread uh, the various things like misinformation are. And the next thing, the third thing we submitted is another paper with PK and his student at IIIT Hyderabad, Harsha. The paper analyzes print newspapers. So we got like digital versions of actual physical newspapers over time, and then we analyze like how are ads placed, what are the ads placed, who's placing them, how much are they being charged, and things like that. And finally, we ask the question of whether your certain types of ads will have certain types of biases. So if your company is paying for a lot of ads, like is there positive coverage towards that company? Some, things like that. So those are the questions, and we find some interesting results. Even just the descriptives are very interesting. And I think the aspect of this print newspapers and ads on print newspapers, extracting them technically, all of that is very, very interesting. So again, like Dashwood, let's see if that is going to get through. But yeah, it's a very interesting paper. So overall, like I think I spent the few weeks before the deadline were really, really, really busy. And all these papers, it was really intense. And I think last week was much, much more relaxed. So I had a few to-dos, there's a report that I need to write for my I'm going to Germany in January, so I need to write a report for that, which I haven't written even last week. There's lots of things like reviews and like paper reviews and faculty application reviews that people. We have a search now, and there's like 150 people who applied. But yeah, to go through them and give some comments on them. So that took a lot of time. And then yeah, this German visa thing, it just took almost all of one day. Again, these things, people just dislike people like me complaining about these, but I really wish, if this is the experience that we give to migrants, like it's explicitly showing that these we don't care about you kind of thing, which I don't know. I mean, it need not be this way. Anyway, okay, let me not complain too much. But yeah, that's been this week. Again, mostly last week and this week has been very low touch. I took Friday and Monday off last week, and yeah, I was with my family, traveling to New York and going around. Other than that, it was mostly very low touch, just doing reviews and doing some small things. But yeah, the main thing is still have to write this big report. I thought I'll do it by this week, but I didn't finish this week. So hopefully next week. But yeah, that's it. I think I'll maybe keep it very short, and then I'll see you next week. Hopefully, I'll try to keep it more regular from next week.